Alright, so here's my second super trade, and sorry for the background noise. I have to run the fan. It's Florida, it's hot all the time. Anyway, we're trading with the Tampa Bay Rays for Will Myers and Desmond Jennings, and in this deal, we're going to give up Trevor Cahill, Denard Span, and this a potential pitcher who actually has had like 3 or 4 potential boosts since the start of the series. I believe he was originally only a B. Let me pause this. That was what we ended up having to give up. We had to throw Denard Span in there. I tried doing it without Span. I would have liked to keep Span in a fourth outfielder type role, but we traded Cahill to clear up a spot in the rotation for top prospect Archie Bradley, it's just not fair to have him in AAA at this point. He's just dominating. We designated Cody Ross for an assignment to clear a roster spot, and then traded him to the Toronto Blue Jays for this a potential 21-year-old prospect who, he could be in our future plans if he pans out. So anyway, here's Archie Bradley's debut. It's going to be an interleague play, but it will be at home. As you can see, the NL West innings are not off such a great start, but the Tampa Bay Rays made the playoffs last year, and they were below 500 for most of the season. Probably not making it this year too far below 500 to recover. But here's the lineup. Willie Bloomquist, former Diamondback, leading off. Brian McCann is another notable name in this lineup. I was very surprised when I went to go play this game that he was in the lineup. Well, more Mike Zunino in Seattle, I guess. I was really looking forward to him. He's one of my favorite prospects. But anyway, see Archie Bradley warming up. The first pitch he throws is going to be to former Diamondback Willie Bloomquist. Could have been teammates. And he fouls it off to the backstop. And his career is underway. The next pitch, immediately, he is going to give up a single. And Will Myers, newly acquired Diamondback, fields that. I was originally going to play their debut, but I scratched that gameplay. I do have the gameplay still, but I won't be using it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Next pitch, he is going to get grounded into a double play, so the defense behind helps him. That's always good when you have a rookie pitcher to have good defensive plays. And then he strikes out Robinson Cano. And it'll be now his second of 10 years in Seattle. Their star, sure, besides Felix Hernandez. Anyway, Paul Goldschmidt's still off to a really rough start, but most of the people have picked it up, with the exception of Trumbo. Jennings is hitting 274, which is actually very surprising because he is not a high average hitter or really a good power hitter. Really more of a defensive and speed type player. But we do have him in the number 2 hole right now, at least for this little bit. If he struggles, we could swap him and Owings in the rotation. Anyway, Brett Oberholzer, who was signed by the Mariners after being non-tendered by the Astros in the offseason, going to strike out Goldschmidt in the first inning. And then here, we're going to be in the second, and they're going to get nothing going. A 1-2-3 inning for Archie Bradley. That's something else that helps out young pitchers, is when they can get 3 hitters down in a row. Anyway, Trumbo, 0-0 count. He's going to take this one deep, and he does the Sammy Sosa bat flip. He knows that's gone into the left field corner. A solo shot for Mark Trumbo. Hitting in the 4 spot, not doing so hot, hitting about 230, but he is he still is very able to hit for long home runs and just home runs in general. And he gets the former Astro southpaw, takes him deep there. I realize both gameplays I've shown so far this season are against lefties. And the other one I recorded was against Gio Gonzalez, who was also left-handed. Anyway, he does a high five thing with Will Myers and celebrates that solo shot. So puts the Diamondbacks on the board 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Will Myers 2-2 count is going to, he hits that out to left field, past the glove of third baseman Kyle Seager, prospect I've really liked watching come up. Nice to see him success in this franchise. And then Rendon takes this one to deep right center field, and that's going to be a double off the wall. It scores Will Myers, and he's actually going to go for third. Will he be thrown out? No, there is no throw to the cutoff man keeps the ball. There's no relay to third, so he does have a triple. Anyway, Chris Owings is going to make them pay for that one because he takes that out to left field, doubles it off the same spot that Trumbo hit his home run just earlier. So we have 3 hits without an out, or 4 hits without an out, before Montero goes down. Montero, not a good hitter against lefties. It's like a 50 contact. Anyway, Archie Bradley comes up in an RBI spot here, and he just flies this one out to right. We tried to tag up with Owings. I figured he was a speedy base runner, but that was a really strong throw by, I want to say Franklin Gutierrez, but I don't know if he's on the team or not. I think it was. Whoever's in left field is still Michael Saunders, I think it might be. Anyway, Strikeout for Archie Bradley right there, and then Desmond Jennings in the bottom of the third with a 3-0 lead. 0-0 count is going to get another ball past Kyle Seager. Not so successful over there at the hot corner today. He's let a couple balls go by that probably should have been ground out. Goldschmidt on an attempted hit and run is going to ground that right to Cano. That was a weird shift that they were playing on Goldschmidt, but it worked anyway. And then he gets the third on the wild pitch. Doesn't even slide in. He knew he was going to be in there. He was confident in his base running ability. He is over at third for Trumbo. Trumbo already an RBI on the day. He's in a strikeout-looking nasty curve from Brett Oberholzer. 3-0 count for Archie Bradley. Willie Bloomquist is going to walk. Not having such a good day against Willie Bloomquist. He's allowed a hit and a walk in his first two plate appearances. 0-0 count immediately to the next hitter, and that's going to be a broken bat single down the right field line. And then Trumbo runs right around it, so that's going to be an infield single, almost like a bunt. Anyway, 1-2 count, and he is going to get this guy to fly out to the left. I don't know what the hell the Shuck was doing right there. And Bloomquist gets over to third because Shuck's throw is way late and completely, well, it was on line, but it would have been late regardless. But it would have been better if he didn't get stuck in that moronic animation. Goldschmidt's going to try and initiate a double play here, but what a weak throw by Rendon. And it ends up the run ends up scoring. Probably should have gone home looking back on that. But the inning ends after Miggy Montero throws out the runner. I don't remember who that was. He threw out a couple runners today. I was thinking of the one later. Rendon can't follow up his earlier double. He pops up right behind the plate. McCann is going to handle that easily. One of the better defensive catchers in the MLB, even at this point in his career. Chris Owings, 3-2 count, is going to lash this one into left field. He has 2 hits in the ball game. I believe he's the only player to have that honor for the Diamondbacks, at least. Actually, no one will have it on the Mariners either because no one's had 2 at-bats since gotten a hit. Anyway, Montero takes this to right field, and that's going to be a ground rule double. I thought it was a home run initially because of the camera, but that's his 3rd double of the year, even though it's not really a double. Anyway, doesn't matter because we're going to pop up with runners in scoring position. The only thing we couldn't do in that situation, pop up or strike out, even though he had 2 outs, so I don't think it really mattered. Anyway, another walk for Archie Bradley. He's had some control issues lately, and here on a 2-2 count is going to get Brian McCann strike out swinging on that. So we do get 1 out in the inning, and then a pop up behind, or well, I guess it would be more of a fly out, but I consider it a pop up into right field because he did get jammed. Rendon goes back to field. It doesn't make Myers come up. Archie Bradley, 0 count, next batter is going to fly out the Shuck, so they waste a leadoff walk and strand runner at first. G-Man Choi comes in to pinch hit. That means Brett Oberholzer's day is over. He comes on, 0-2 count. He's got himself in a hole already. He gets that through Trumbo and Owings, and that's going to be a base hit. So another leadoff base runner for the Seattle Mariners. Can they actually capitalize on this one? No, he's going to pop it up to right field. Well, this is a fly. Myers goes over to handle that. G-Man Choi almost had time to go back and then tag up to second. And then we got another fly out. And then G-Man Choi tries to go for second, and he's gunned out by Miggy Montero again, showing off his great defensive play behind the plate. Archie Bradley, 1-2 count, lined right up the middle. Could have been fielded by Bradley, but he didn't see it in time. It was hit pretty hard, even though it did hit the bump. They have a runner on. Again, can they get anything going? Not on this play anyway. That's going to be a fly out. Shuck back to field. He is not going to get it in time to get the runner at first, but then again, you'd have to be Yoenis Cespedes to do that. Have you seen some of his plays? Defensively? They're insane, especially the 2 against the Angels. One of the best outfield arms in baseball, definitely. They get another hit right there, 1-0 count, and then he is going to ground into a force out at second. Owings will catch it and step on the bag. So now that he pinch hit for Oberholzer, he has to bring in another pitcher. He's going to bring in another southpaw, Charlie Furbush, to pitch. So here we go. Another solid hit by Miguel Montero to right field, over the right field spot. That's the same spot that Trumbo hit on the other side. They're debating this. I don't know what they're debating. It might have been on the foul pole or something. I'm not 100% sure what they're doubting on this. I'm not too sure. Smoke tries to go home and listen to the ref's conversation, the ump's conversation. He gets waved away. They're like, go away. Yeah, you don't belong over here. Then he tries to sneak back over there anyway. That's ruled a home run, though. So they take Charlie Furbush out of the bring in former closer Tom Williamson, and he is going to get a ground out. Oh no, he doesn't get a ground out. That's going to be an error. Nava stays at first, not the fastest base runner again. My right field was really slow before I picked up Will Myers. Shuck strikes out. He could have held up. He did hold up his swing, but it was in the strike zone. So Desmond Jennings now with a 1-0 count is going to hit this one deep to right field. The right fielder dives for it. It goes over the fence. It's a ground rule double. That's good for them because it probably would have been an inside the park home run if that didn't happen. They intentionally walked Paul Goldschmidt, which I didn't understand because he's hitting like 210 this year, although it might just be the constant power threat. Who knows? Trumbo takes this one right down the third base line. Another bad play for Kyle Seager. This is going to drive into two-run double for Trumbo. He almost gets tagged out at second. It was a very close play, I thought. Then Will Myers, almost forgot his name. He's going to get another RBI. And look at the great throw from Dustin Ackley in center field. Gets Trumbo out at the plate. Kelvin Herrera comes in after we stop scoring runs in that inning. He's going to pitch the 8th, 0-1 count, and he is going to give up a base hit with 1 out, 1-0 count, or 0-1 count, excuse me. He throws heat, though. He is like constantly over 100 miles an hour. I don't know what it is. Look at Myers with a good defensive play. They only score 1 run off of that. That ball was going to go into the gap and score 2. Probably be a triple if he didn't make that defensive play. He did do a weird play at the end. Anyway, Trumbo throws home for the guaranteed out because knowing the stupid game, Trumbo was going to throw over the head of Goldschmidt and it was going to be screwed up and they were going to score a run anyway. This ball falls right in front of Jennings. He did a good play, as good as he could on that. Didn't dive or anything stupid. 3-2 count. For K-Rod, gets a strikeout. Very, very good location by K-Rod, and then he's going to have to get another out, and he gets it. He strikes out looking this time. K-Rod does allow a base runner on, but gets out of the jam in the 9th inning. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Great game against the Seattle Mariners. We did kind of blow it open late, but it was very close before that. Archie Bradley gets his first win as a major leaguer. One of many, hopefully, for the Diamondbacks organization. We hope that he can have a long and illustrious career. I don't really know any other. No one else would really have come up through the ranks completely for the Diamondbacks and been an excellent pitcher for them. I guess Wade Miley would be just about the only one, but like all the other pitchers who did really good before this year came to the organization via trade. I believe Archie Bradley was drafted by the team, so hopefully he can become the first great Diamondback pitcher, that is. Hope you guys did enjoy, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, as always.